Does your cat say sorry to you when they've screwed up? No, of course they don't, because your cat can't speak human words. If they could, I'd know about it. Then you'd be the most famous and richest person on the planet. But they do have other ways of apologizing. So let's explore them. When? Right now. Wait, do cats understand that they've done something wrong? So I know I literally just promised you a list of how cats apologize, and we're going to get to that, but first we need to understand if cats even grasp the concept of wrongdoing at all. Because to be fair, they can seem kind of aloof and entitled at times. Not your cat. I'm sure your cat is great. Unlike dogs, which are pack animals and have evolved to understand social hierarchies and rules, cats are a lot more solitary by nature. They choose to do their own things their own way. They can be lone wolves, ironically. Does that mean they don't understand when they've upset you? Or are they too self-involved? A cat's understanding of human reactions. While they may not respond as swiftly or as routinely as dogs, cats are actually highly attuned to human emotions and reactions. A 2025 study published in Animal Cognition found that cats can actually distinguish between their owner's happy and angry facial expressions. Even some humans can struggle with that. But what's more interesting is that they will adjust their behavior based on those micro-expressions that they observe. What this means is, while we don't know if cats understand doing wrong things for sure just yet, we'll get there, give me a minute, what we do know is they are fully capable of knowing that they've upset you. If your cat does something you are not a fan of, and you yell at them, or tense up maybe, or worst of all, give them the silent treatment, science says they will notice, and they might tweak their actions in order to avoid getting that response from you in the future. The question is this the result of remorse and guilt, or just social cues? Cats and classical conditioning. So if cats can be conditioned, how far does this go? Can you train your fluffy flatmate to do your taxes? No, not quite. But they can be conditioned to associate certain actions with negative outcomes. The idea that only dogs can be trained is a huge misconception. Let me give you an example. I mean, you have no choice. This isn't a two-way conversation. I'm a pre-recorded voice. If your cat jumps on the kitchen counter and you do not want them up there, because fluffy feet should never get too close to where you prep sandwiches, and just respond with a nice firm no, or anything with a strong, disapproving tone, they might not get what you're saying. So they won't learn to not do it. But if you do it time and time and time again, eventually with time, they will get there and learn that they shouldn't do it. Not because they feel guilty for doing it, but because they do not want to hear that disapproving tone again. On this channel, I talk about the book Cat Sense a lot by the author John Bradshaw, and I'm about to do it again. I swear I'm not sponsored to keep talking about his work, but I'm willing to be. He explains in his book that cats, unlike dogs, are less motivated by a desire to please their owners, but more by whatever benefits them directly. Sounds like certain politicians. In short, your cat is cute. But boy oh boy are they self-involved. But this doesn't mean they are incapable of adjusting their ways based on your response. It just means they're probably not motivated to do so by their own comfort levels than any moral or ethical reasoning. Being yelled at isn't nice, and they want to feel nice. End of. This would all suggest that cats don't really understand that they've done anything wrong and probably don't apologize. So I guess that's the end of the video. Signs your cat might be apologizing. But wait! No two cats are the same, and many cats form extremely tight bonds with their pet parent. I'm willing to bet that's the situation between your cat and you. And in those cases, a cat may actively try to apologize so much because their love for you is so intense it overrides their usual self-involvedness. Even the biggest narcissists can feel true love from time to time. Now, they defo don't understand the concept of an apology in the human sense. They're not going to say sorry or buy you flowers, but your cat may well have their own ways of making amends if they've sensed you're upset. There are a few cat behaviors that can be interpreted as them saying sorry to you. And if you want to know what they are, you're going to have to Google it. Just kidding, I've got you back. Let's go. 1. Slow blinking. I've talked a lot about slow blinking on this channel, and with good reason. It is such a major communication method for cats. A deliberate, conscious slow blink is the cat equivalent of a little kiss. Your cat does these little kisses for a multitude of reasons, and saying sorry might be one of them. Studies have shown that cats are much more likely to approach someone who blinks slowly at them, and they might even return the gesture. So if your cat blinks at you when you've literally just yelled at them for their latest shenanigans, they might be trying to re-establish a peaceful connection. Number 2, head bunting. Another thing I've talked about a lot on this channel is head bunting. Or if you've not watched those other videos, headbutting. Us experts call it bunting, you see. That cute little thing cats do when they embrace their inner battering ram and bump their head into you. Just like slow blinks, there are a lot of reasons why cats do this, many of which I have gone over in those other videos. But if you've literally just told them off for knocking a plastic cup off the table and they're suddenly bunting you like crazy, it could be their way of reassuring you that they still see you as part of their social circle. Number 3, licking or grooming you. Cats groom each other as a bonding activity, and when they lick you, they're treating you like one of their own. If your cat starts licking your hand or face after upsetting you, it's likely a form of social reconciliation. Number 4, following you around. The third and final entry in our trilogy of behaviors we've talked about a lot on this channel that could be interpreted as an apology is shadowing you. There are a great many reasons why your cat might follow you around all day, but if your cat isn't normally the stalking type, but then shortly after, them and you have a little argument, they're suddenly at your feet all day, trotting at your heels as they rub against your legs and meow obsessively, they could be checking to make sure you're still on good terms. Number 5, bringing you a gift. Do you know what? Let's be cheeky and add a fourth entry to our so-called trilogy of behaviors. We've talked about a lot on this channel that could be interpreted as an apology. It's like the Marvel or Star Wars franchises. Every time you think it's done, a new one is added. Another thing I've talked about on this channel a few times, because it's hard to talk about cats without mentioning it, is their weird little habit of bringing you gifts. And no, not a box of chocolates or a postcard from a country they visited recently. But when they drop one of their toys at your feet, or even one of your own socks, or rather grimly, a dead mouse. Again, there's a lot of reasons why they might do this, but if it happens not long after you had to yell, no, because they were chewing your precious houseplants, they may be attempting to reestablish trust through a peace offering. Classic heterosexual man turning up with flowers behavior. How to apologize to your cat. But let's be really clear about this. All relationships go two ways, and that includes the dynamic you have with your cat. Yes, they can screw up, and they owe you an apology, but you're not always in the right, you know? Sometimes you can screw up, and it's you who owes them a big sorry, not the other way around. What if you step on their tail, or startle them with a sudden loud noise? Here's how to handle it. Number 1, give them space. The first step is to back off for a bit. Give them an opportunity to calm down. Cats are very sensitive to overstimulation. Chasing them in an attempt to immediately console them might make things worse. Let them retreat to a safe space if they want to, and wait a moment before endeavoring to make amends. Number 2, use a soft tone. Once your cat has settled down, it's time to approach them. When you do, make sure you speak calmly and in a soft, reassuring voice. While cats don't recognize too many human words, they really do recognize tone. High-pitched, gentle tones are far more appealing to cats than loud, deep, or aggressive sounds. Number 3, slow blink at them. Another great way to apologize to a cat is to try and meet them on their level and speak to them in their language, not yours. And no, I don't mean start meowing at them. Try slow blinking your cat while maintaining soft eye contact. If they blink back, that's a sign they're feeling more at ease and accept the apology. You kiss them, they kiss you, all's good now. Number 4, offer a treat or toy. While we're on the subject of meeting them on their level, they like to give you treats as a way to say sorry, so why not do the same for them? Food is one of the easiest ways to regain a cat's trust. A small edible treat, or their favorite toy, can help create positive associations and rebuild the bond after an accidental upset. Number 5, gentle petting, if they want it. A gentle scratch behind the ears or just a petting session in general can do wonders, but it's crucial to not force it upon them. If you've accidentally stood on their tail and they've run away, you forcing even more touch upon them is going to look really bad. A little physical affection will 100% let them know all is okay now, but it's got to be on their terms. Wait for them to approach you first. If they're receptive to touch, offer slow, gentle strokes. Focus on areas they enjoy being touched, like under the chin or along the cheeks. And that's how you tell your cat is trying to apologize to you and how to apologize to them. But how do you go one step further and let them know you love them in a way they'll understand? Watching this next video will reveal all.